But let's do this thing way. A little weekly outlook. Going to be a real short one because I actually have to go look at other stuff. 10 a.m. news tomorrow. Boom. That's all I need to see. And let's get right into it, brother. Hit him with one of these. Let me clear this. Boom. Boom. Weekly. Drag this. Reset chart view. Reset chart view. Okay, let's dive straight into it. NQES here. Let's get after it. Got the weekly here. You can see that last week we came down, mitigated this weekly imbalance very nicely. Respected strongly, closing up and out of it on NQ. I believe the same happened on ES. Yes, we ended up coming down, filling it relatively well, and then closing up and out. So yeah, weekly still is bearish on the higher time frame, but seeing that rejection off of that bullish weekly fair value gap tells me that there's definitely potential we want to run higher. Some of all of these new week opening gaps. Look, bro, there's been 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 new week opening gaps in a row. We've only ran one, so I could totally see us coming up to either this one, or this one. Well, I'll take some potential buy side liquidity on the day. Let's drop it down to the daily. Boom, boom. And then over here, we shall drop it down to the daily as well. Boom. All right. Looking here at the daily, where's that Monday candle last week? Monday was our mitigation of that fair value gap, and then boom, Tuesday, Wednesday, we pumped. I want to check how I traded those days. I'll do that after the recording though. But yeah, trading higher, not quite sweeping out our internal buy side liquidity levels right here. Very possible we do that in the overnight session. But then the next residing pool of buy side is just going to be this internal wick here at that Monday low from 2 weeks ago. So that'll be interesting to look at. That's our daily draw potentially if we are bullish. Looking over here, we are still respecting this daily bearish fair value gap, so definitely want to keep that in mind. Strong daily bearish here. While we do have a daily BPR, bullish BPR here, just going to be keeping a closer eye on this daily bearish fair value gap. Going to see how that gets treated. Over on ES, it's basically getting disrespected. While we did see candle body closes above, ES is a little different. I like to take it with a grain of salt and not treat it as confidently as NQ, just because NQ seems to respect its change in the states and market structure just more frequently. But yeah, had a good bullish expansion out of that weekly fair value gap last week. Now we're within some bearish imbalances. I could easily see us wanting to draw higher towards these highs here, but obviously we have previous week low as our sell side liquidity pool. So we're going to want to see what that does. But again, I have no expectations. Boom. Drop down to the 4 hour. Looking at the 4 hour here, we can see our same levels marked out inside the daily bearish fair value up on both ES and NQ. So yeah, dude, really just hanging out here. Not expecting much. We have that daily bearish here. Boom, daily bearish here. Boom. Let's mark out that 10 a.m. news driver. Going to be PPI or PMI. Let's check. PMI, so really not even concerned with that. No news Monday. We can go ahead and check other news drivers when we're done looking at this. But 4 hours, same sort of deal. We saw our expansion up and out of that weekly fair value gap. Did see a little bit of a retracement, not quite to the equilibrium zone, but pretty good. Mitigating a lot of these 4 hour bullish imbalances and seeing expansion higher. What we are failing to see is this internal high getting taken and swept here. So I'm definitely going to be keeping an eye on that in the overnight, what that does. Because what this is telling me is we are respecting this bearish daily fair value gap. It doesn't really matter that we respected all of this bullish imbalance here. If we don't come up and run this high, then it's very likely we want to reverse. If we come up and run this high, very likely we want to continue higher, at least to these internal highs, potentially beyond to that Monday high from 2 weeks ago with that crazy 4 hour candle. But yeah, kind of my thought process on the 4 hour. Let's drop it down. Can move this to only being visible on the 2 hour and up because I don't use the 2 hour. Boom, wrong, boom, boom, there we go. All right. So hourly kind of telling the same story. Where was that Friday? Or Thursday, sorry, because Friday was a holiday. Did I take an L Thursday? I think so. Yeah, I took an L Thursday. L in the chat. Just got the bias wrong, and I low-key was feeling like crap. So I'm going to blame it on that, but again, it's 100% my fault. I'm the one who woke up and pushed the buttons. A lot could have been done better Thursday, but still ended last week up, as you can see. not up a lot, but yeah, still was green on March decently. And again, all I want to do for April, put the head down, see what happens at the end of the month. But let's see what the hourly is telling me. Had a new week opening gap, already completely ran through it, so not too interested in that. We have internal sell side liquidity residing down here. Boom, boom, bam. Internal sell side liquidity residing. And yeah, man, not expecting much. Just gonna see what the overnight does. Really have no concrete bias coming into tomorrow. Let's see how price is moving. Well, a good amount of movement, 345 points. We have been very volatile recently. So yeah, that'll be interesting. But yeah, coming into tomorrow, honestly leaning a bit bullish into what the overnight's gonna do, but I don't care what, actually I do care what the overnight's gonna do. I don't care of having a bias until I see what the overnight did. So that kind of shows you how I'm thinking about the market, what I'm expecting, what I'm waiting for. But again, don't want to have expectations. Just want to let the market tell me what it wants to do. And then if I'm able to, capitalize on it and make a good decision and apply risk. Let's go over to the news. We already saw tomorrow's news. 10 a.m. Monday, no news Tuesday, FOMC meeting minutes Wednesday, I don't care. 8:30 Thursday, fake. And then CPI Friday, which you could do the CPI method for, but I have no need. I already have too many accounts, so for now anyways. But yeah, man, what I want to do, what I want to focus on for the rest of April is because this is really the start of April, because last week was kind of half April, half March. Just going to continue trading current size 250 max risk, get it up to a decent amount, maybe have 1 or 2 trades in a row, a good winner here, but just build the balance up a little more and then increase size to like $400 max risk. And then if I lose like 2 in a row, we'll drop it there. But yeah, because I just want to get over the hump and then just get to a little 12K payout piece here, but I'm not going to force it. Just going to let it do its thing. So yeah, that was relatively long, 7 minutes. I'm going to end it here, and I will catch you guys tomorrow morning. Peace.